One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the home of the Baylor Bears, McLean Stadium on the banks of the Brazos in Waco, Texas. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the Iowa State Cyclones, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Baylor Bears. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Cyclones will kick it away to start. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bears offense will go on the attack first. They'll leave it with him. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man to the left. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. And the Bears moving quickly to the line.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Behind the chains now on second and long. Wants to go up top. Working that left side now. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. The quarterback looks out wide. He sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass. You'll take that completion.
He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Bears are on the move. The give to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule, and what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing third down. Here's the pressure. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. And the Bears will punt it away on 4th down. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And he will boom that punt out of bounds. No chance for a return. Let's see where the officials spot it. So the Iowa State Cyclones offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse?
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with the clock in his head in this one. He's not going to have a lot of time. There were a lot of quarterbacks around the SEC that probably felt this way back when they'd play the Georgia Bulldogs and David Pollock, right?
Yeah, especially those real teams with Jordan Davis and Nolan Smith and Jalen Carter. But, like, here's what's fun. You can't throw the ball off your back. And that's what this guy's going to try to do. Get to the quarterback effectively. The bottom line is every quarterback becomes really human when you hit him. Can he hit him and make him human?
Fires to the big fella. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. And the Cyclones will have it 1st and 10. He's got him. They run him out of bounds. He gets it to the 47.
Nice complementary football we're seeing from this team here early. Defense did their job in the opening drive, and now your offense is doing their job too. Really nice throw that time by the quarterback. You've got to love what you're seeing on both sides of the ball if you're this team's head coach.
The Cyclones pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Thompson wants to throw. Working the middle, it's complete. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and this offense is threatening with a 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Holds and fires complete to the right. He steps out of bounds right at the 15-yard line. And the Cyclones in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. Trying to get it in. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet. The Cyclones line it up with a 1st and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And the Cyclones racing to the line in the hurry-up. They believe in their running game on 3rd and goal here. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. You want to keep your offense on the field, wear down the defense, put that tape on and show it in a clinic. That's the way it's done.
And as a defense, man, there's nothing more demoralizing. You can handle it when you give up 3, but to give up the touchdown at the end of a long drive, you're already exhausted. You've already been punked the whole way down the field. Man, that's frustrating.
Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Fires to the big fella. Breaks into the open. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's 1st down. He'll pull it on the read. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. He's looking downfield to throw. They'll run the screen. Nice move there. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. The Bears will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Thompson to throw. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. That's the end of the period, and Iowa State has the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. Motion from the back. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Makes a catch right in the middle of a danger zone. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. The Cyclones will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the returner goes down. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They've taken a couple of punches to the jaw, and now they'll try to get this offense going down a couple of touchdowns. The give to the left. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Back to pass. Snagged out of the air.
And as a quarterback, when you're throwing these slant routes against man coverage, location is so important. You want to put the football in a place that your receiver can catch the ball and continue advancing. So nice job by that QB, putting the football right on the face mask of his wide receiver.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Bears will send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Thompson wants to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, for go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
And the Cyclones will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. Now this offense is back on the field. The RPO, it's complete. Still on his feet at the 45.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Using the quick game. Runs through the tackle. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. New set of downs after the completion. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. To the air on first down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass, but you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack there.
So now on 2nd and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. Wants to go up top. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
And how about this young fella? Dude, slinging the pill, man. His completion percentage is through the roof. Dude, he's over 80% right now. Everything he's throwing is working, using the whole field, using multiple receivers. He looks like a different cat from what we've seen all throughout the season.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. The Bears decide to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. Iowa State sending the offense back out. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. From the gun, running back on the move. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Quick release by the QB. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The Cyclones will bring the punt team onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. And the Bears with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Quarterback on the keeper. Makes the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got it! Into the end zone! Touchdown, Bears!
This is an offense that wants to take shots in the pass game. That time they went play action, and they were throwing the go route. That's one-on-one. Who's faster? The receiver gets in behind the defender. He is able to make the catch and take it in for the score.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They go to the ground. Turning it on! That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a 1st down. They'll give it to him again. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
Crosses the 45. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the 1st down. They'll try to get it off quickly.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage.
Grabs it inside the 15. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. And the Cyclones, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
How about that? Just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
The Cyclones have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Trying to power it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cyclones!
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Looking to throw on first down. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down.
Real smart play. Great job. Get the positive yards and then get your booty out of bounds.
Looking downfield on first down. Flips it out to the back.
Yeah, and you see they keep creeping the running backs out flat right there. He slips them out to the right, gets him the football quickly. But this defense, man, I'll tell you what, you talk about speed, seeing things, reacting, and going and getting them on the ground. Really nice job.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Slips a tackle. But he can't get away again, and down he goes, and the trickeration is not so tricky. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Here's the handoff. He won't get there. It'll bring up fourth down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. They kick it away on fourth down. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Thompson to throw. He hurls one deep down the left side. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Men, it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in Waco. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through two quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's send it back to the guys along the banks of the Brazos River at McLean Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. We're just about ready. start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. He'll start the third quarter with the run. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Got a man in the middle. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. And the Cyclones in the hurry-up.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Soft spot in the middle. Wide open spaces. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. The Cyclones have this offense rolling. Give to the running back. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. From the gun, the ground game. Plows through the defense. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. And the Cyclones come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Makes the catch. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 13. On first down from the 13-yard line. Thompson wants to throw. Going for 6. Touchdown, Iowa State. And they take it in for 6 more points. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat. There he goes to the right. The 40. Past the 40. Past the 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Baylor!
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, it's a final now in one of the more intriguing games of the week, that notable ACC clash. Buffalo handled its business today, and given what the week was like in Western New York, that is...
Touchdown, Cyclones! Stealing a score on special teams. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point. And
I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Flicking to fire. Throws to the wideout. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. He tries to take the top off. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Bears send out the punt unit. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6th time tonight. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Iowa State sending the offense back out. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Thompson to throw. Finds his tight end. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Power football with the run. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the 1st down. He's piled up 87 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. Takes a hit as he fires. Oh, what a play. It's intercepted. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Looking to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Selvia. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And now on 2nd down for this offense. It's complete to the left. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. And the Bears come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Bears will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll try to really get into this one. He's got it. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. The play action fake. Under fire. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. Thompson wants to throw. Get it out on the screen. Worked his way out across the 35. Got it up to the 37-yard line, but still a little bit short of the line to gain. It'll be 4th down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Cyclones line up to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. And the Bears have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Here's a heat. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. No, he got loose. Gets away from one. He's got space. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. That's the end of the period, and Iowa State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Wants to go up top on first down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Goodness gracious, this is a master class, a clinic on how to get to the quarterback. The 7th sack of the game. Are you kidding me? That's a season for some teams. They've lived in the backfield.
Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
That's a really good break on the football. He sees the ball come out, and he hits it right as he's catching it. Nice job of dislodging the football from the receiver. That's a good play by the defensive back.
On fourth down, going to the air. Looking deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. Thompson to throw. The quick out. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Knocked away, incomplete in the end zone.
Well, the offense is trying to go downfield and be aggressive. I think that receiver has got to do a better job fighting for the football. He just didn't really put in a great effort, and that's what helped the defender swat it away.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. And he runs it in. board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
The corners are walked up tight. Nowhere to go. The ball's loose. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And they can't make the connection.
The defense is dialed in right now, guys. They've got the lead. They're expecting pass. Offense trying to go 4 verticals, but all game long, this defense has stepped up, and they force another incompletion.
Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. And the returner will be brought down. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. Quarterback making adjustments. Thompson wants to throw. He's got it down the middle. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Pressure coming. Right on the money. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold it. Offense.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. The offense set for a 1st down play. To the ground with the back. Fighting off the defender. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. On 2nd down, will they go back to the ground game? Looking to fire. He's got his man. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds the tight end. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. And the Cyclones are moving quickly down the field. Looking for the goal line. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Cyclones! They've now extended that lead, and they're trying to hang on for a Week 12 victory.
Salt enter wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. From the gun, running back gets to give. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
Sends it back in motion. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12. The Bears will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Iowa State sending the offense back out. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. The Cyclones come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Fires to the wideout. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
How about that? You got the lead late in the game, get some 1st downs, salt this clock away. This is the exact position you want your offense in.
Imposing their will, right, David? I mean, we know we're running it. You know we're going to run it. We're trying to ice this game. There's nothing you can do to stop us.
And the Cyclones with the 1st and 10. Thompson to throw. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. The 1st down sack pushes the ball back for this long 2nd down. Powers through the defender. Across the 25, he's got room. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. To the air on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. On target. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. Going to sling it on 2nd down. He's got it on the move. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
And he's coming out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Defense in press coverage. Under fire. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. The defense calls the timeout, their 2nd of the day, as they try to get their act together. And the Bears now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and...
He lost one down the sideline. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Bears will punt this one away. Hauls it in at the 40. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Thompson wants to throw. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Makes the grab. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. On target over the middle. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Someone say run out the clock. Someone say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now, listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Looking downfield on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Last pass falls incomplete, and that's going to do it. After the stumble earlier this year, a lot of people wrote this team off. People might be searching for spots on the bandwagon again now.
Yeah, give this coaching staff a lot of credit too, Reese, because they made a few tweaks and adjustments schematically to their personnel as well, and they've really now seemed to find a nice rhythm.
And it's hard to find that early in the season, but the good teams figure out who they are, what they do well, and you can tell they're starting to get in a groove, figure out who does what well, and maximize that and accentuate that.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.